Hello, my name is Jonna Langlow, and I'm going to show you how to replace a cartridge on a drippy shower faucet. I did not record the demo on this project because I didn't realize I was going to make a whole video. I just was at first having my son record me because I thought it would be something fun, but I should have recorded the rest of it. So I've already done it. This is just an intro I'm doing after the project's done, and I'm filthy, sorry. But I'm a housewife now and wanted to remodel my son's bathroom while he's gone to France for foreign exchange program. And this faucet was just dripping constantly. And I tried everything and I finally realized I was gonna have to do some actual real plumbing. So my father-in-law's a plumber, my cousin's a plumber, my dad had a plumbing business, so I figured, surely I can be a plumber too, it's in my blood, right? Okay, here's some things you're gonna need. And you may wanna buy a couple of options if you don't know what valve is in your shower already, because I was sure I was gonna have this Moen 1225, because that's what all the other showers in the videos I watched had. But I did not. I had this Moen 1222. And so you may wanna just buy a few different ones, but buy Moen. There's no other brand that is considered generally acceptable. Moen is the standard brand for this. You also might need some silicone grease. My Moen cartridge actually came with a little packet of its own, so I'm gonna take this back and save $3, but you may need that. Another thing you may need, and I did need, some people, your cartridge is gonna come with this little plastic piece, and some people have been able to get their cartridge out with that. My cartridge was, I don't know what happened to it. It's only 9.5 years old, but I had to use this. This is a core puller. It's not a Moen brand actually, but it's 4 Moen cartridges. And I don't think I could have done this without it. You'll see if you watch the video, it's hilarious. So you'll need, that's what this is, and you'll need that. Okay, and you'll need the basic things like, a Phillips head screwdriver. You might need an Allen wrench. I had to have an Allen wrench for mine. Might need a hammer and some sort of flat tool like this spatula thing I've got. I think I said Allen wrench already. Oh, I used a drill just because I wanted to be faster, so you can use a drill. So I'll show you real quick what you would do for the demo if you were to do it, which I didn't record. My faucet has a little Allen wrench underneath there. So I had to undo that, and then you take this off. And then there's a little black plastic piece and a little white plastic piece. Just take those off, keep everything really close by. You'll see the rest of the demo. Well, no, not this part. So this part, I just ran that flat knife I had around here to loosen up the grout. I mean, not the grout, but the caulk, so I could get this off. Oh, and there's 2 little screws. You'll have to take these little screws off. So but the demo's pretty straightforward. You'll just follow your common sense as you go through. The rest of it I did record, so you'll have it. And hopefully it's a little bit entertaining, not totally boring. And that's it. So enjoy the video. Move the plate, and I just used a hammer and one of these drywall things and just hammered it away until I could get the top off and take this off. And then you have to take this little sleeve, it just pulls right off. I've already done it, so I'm gonna go put it back on. And then you have to make sure you remove this pin. And I didn't bring needle nose pliers up here, so I'm gonna use this screwdriver. Don't lose the pin. All right. This thing is not gonna come out with a wrench. I tried already, it's completely stuck. So can't use that. I did buy this little cartridge remover. And I said to take the screw all the way out. Let me get the screw out. Alright. So you put this over here and you screw it in to that thing. So it grabs that valve stem. I haven't ever used this before, so I don't know if it's gonna work. do you think, Nate?
I don't know.
After you do that, you're supposed to twist this thing. And it kind of pushes it out. Like it kind of, as I'm pushing this, it's making more space. So it's moving that thing away from the wall more. But yeah, I was expecting to get to a point where I couldn't reach it anymore or use it anymore. Get these pliers. I have bigger pliers. Let's see. It's like right here somewhere. Okay. These are bigger. So, see if we can roll this out. We need to hold this still or it won't do anything. Ooh, doesn't come out easy. God, I hope I don't break this, Nate. I should have filmed the beginning, but I don't know how long it would take me to get I don't know. The water should be off. And it's just, we did test the water, right? Is the water still on? I think that's, okay, I think it's gonna run out. I think it's just what's in the pipe. If not, we're gonna have a real good time. Oh yeah. Oh man. Oh. Woo! Oh, this is so much harder than it looked like on the video. Oh, jeez. Fit with this thing. Okay. Well, I think it's all I'm gonna turn. This is called the socket puller because you're supposed to just be able to pull. Oh yeah, look, not socket puller, the cartridge puller. Really wiggly to pull. Oh, jeez. This is so much, wow, harder than the video I watched. Am I gonna break our plumbing? I think this was just a really poorly installed valve. Oh my God, something's broken, I think. Okay, here it comes. It's like giving birth. That was so freaking broken. Okay, we got it out. I'll look at this later, but well, I have to look at it now because I gotta see what size it is. Okay, I got it out. I had to reverse the process. So in case you need to know, actually, this was already in here, right? So make sure you take the screw out. I had to hold this with my hand and then use this to thread it back out so this could come out. And this is completely not the one I expected to have had installed. All the videos I watched, they had this one, which is the 1225, and it looks like this. What? That's what I was expecting. Luckily, I bought more than one. So instead I have this one. It looks just like, we never did find numbers on here, but it looks just like this one, 1222, and it was Moen, so that's good. It just looks trashed. It's only not even 10 years old, but it just looks totally broken and trashed. I don't know how that got so messed up. Now, the real question is, can I install the new one without completely failing? We will see. I know that this has to be on the top, HC, Yes, this doesn't feel very greased. I did buy some silicone grease. So let's do some of that. Oh, it came with grease. That's convenient. I can save that $3 and take the grease back. So I'm gonna put the grease on here. Put the grease on that spot and that spot and that spot and that spot. Okay. That spot. I'm just gonna do the whole thing. That's what it meant. Nice and greasy. That's cool, it came with its own grease. Okay, all done. And it comes with this plastic cap, which if yours is not as broken as mine was, I've heard you could use the cap to get the other one out, but mine was so broken I had to use this tool. Probably should have shown you this tool also. You can get this for 15 bucks. It's a core puller. And I could not have done this without the tool, no way. Okay, so, it tells you to throw out the old one. Perfect. Could not have figured that one out. I'll put this on. Gently press it in. How far do you go? Okay. There's no way in heck it's going in more, so that must be what it is. Alright. And then, I'm scared to just put it back together. That thing off. Make sure I know how deep to put it in. I wish it gave me English, like words. Where's my little pen? I'm gonna push it in a little more. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna push it all the way in. Yeah, perfect. Okay. I think you can start recording because I gotta turn the water back on. Okay, I'm back. I lost my videographer. I think I bored my son to death, so I just set up my tripod. Okay, so I went downstairs and turned the water back on, and it definitely works. I want to talk a little bit in case you're wondering about how to make sure you have your hot and cold right before you put your faucet back together. So when you turn it on, obviously you want the hot, well I won't put it on the X, it's loud. You want the hot to be when you rotate left, right? So you turn this on and you want to rotate it until it gets all the way to the hot. So it should start cold and then run hot. Then it will turn back off if you keep going. So it'll start cold and run hot, and you want to just stop at the hot. What makes the temperature regulator work is this thing has a little bump on it, and this is the thing that actually makes your knob turn. And see how it's got that part that sticks out? So when that part hits, so yeah, if you're turning the knob and the black part hits the white, it stops going. So that would be as hot as we could get this tub to go. And it actually could go that way. I'm going to put this in this way. There. So I turn the knob to turn it off. I'm going to make sure it's actually off and not dripping before I do anything else, because I just don't want to put the whole faucet back together and it's still dripping. Oh, interesting. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Before I did this, for some reason, our faucet right here was sticking out from the wall by at least 1/4 of an inch. It was so far, and I could not figure out why it was sticking out so far. I could push it hard toward the wall, but it kept springing back. Whatever happened to that valve, however it was broken, was making that push out. So now that the valve is replaced, this is flush against the shower. Oh my gosh, I thought I was gonna have to figure out how to fix the spout after I figured out how to fix the shower. So, wow, that is a huge relief. I'm so excited, oh my gosh. Okay, it's been off for a little while and there's nothing coming out. Make sure. So I think I've got it fixed correctly, and I think I got the heat regulator on there correctly, which was my main concern, getting that put back together the way it's supposed to be. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to start to reinstall this shower thing. Maybe I'll record it and I'll just fast forward it so you don't have to watch the whole thing. And I didn't really do a proper intro into this video either because I didn't know I was going to go into such detail. And my son doesn't think anyone wants to watch a housewife put a shower back together, so who knows? I think it's interesting. And then there's this sleeve that comes with it. So I'm gonna push the sleeve back over that apparatus, just like that. And then I'm gonna get my screws and put this back on. So I did not show you the demo, sorry, but I'll show you how to put it back together. So put this back on, it has these 2 big old long screws. Now I did see some videos where you don't have to take this off. Let me aim. And I was sure hoping I wouldn't have to take it off because I didn't want to have to re-caulk it, but I did. And like I said before, if you didn't hear me, to get this off, you do have to remove the caulk first. Hopefully the person that installed your shower caulked that well, but also did not use grout. So that's important. Grab my drill. Just a little faster. I'm just gonna check that with my hand. I don't like to overly tighten with that power drill. I'm so, oh no, okay. This popped back out. Interesting, look. That popped back out. I'm gonna do a little troubleshooting. I'm gonna back out. Yep. Yep. Okay, so if you over tighten these screws, I don't know, I guess I'm pulling I guess what happens is if you over tighten these screws, it pulls all the plumbing forward and shoots that away from the wall. Cool. That's good to know. Okay, so, wow, yay. Awesome. Okay, that is where it needs to be. So I'm only gonna tighten these screws enough to get this adequately attached, but not enough to let the faucet shoot away from the wall again. Ah, cool. That was fun. Okay, so now, let's see, the sleeve's on there. Next thing is to put these back on. And I did lose how they were attached. That's how it was. Okay, there. And there's a screw for that. Now that I'm noticing that, I'm going to pay attention to how far this is. These both are going to have to be re-caulked. Okay, and then we're almost get your, I'm gonna test it before I put the nozzle back on. Perfect. Nice and hot. Yeah, good. And off. Make sure it does actually stop going. It's the same thing with off. So when that black thing hits the top, that's as hot as you can get it. And then when the black thing hits the white part again on the other side, that's as far off as you can get it. I'm just gonna wait here for a second. Make sure that's gonna be stopped. If it's still dripping, I'm not gonna be a happy girl. Okay, this thing just has a little screw at the bottom. Oh, but it's an Allen wrench. For me anyway, so get your right Allen wrench. And figure out where the bottom is. There's a little hole in the bottom of that black thing too. That's how you know you line these two holes up. Kind of need 3 hands. There we go. Perfect. Okay, aside from the fact that I still have to caulk these 2 things, and I gotta re-caulk and clean the whole shower actually. I believe we've done it. Let me test it one more time. All right, there we go. So that is how you replace the cartridge valve thing on a leaky, drippy shower faucet. I'm excited. Thank you for sticking with me if you stay with me the whole time.